Oh, you need slag, right?
Eventually, yeah, in a couple minutes. Make potions,
Yeah, I'm coming.
and I got a few hundred wood. I'll give to you.
Well, for some reason, in the area that I'm now, I'm getting kind of a
Match is
thorough
over.
dust.
First.
Yeah, maybe it was a glitched area. I don't know, or that you put on the thing and you, yeah. And I'm running to you as well. I invited Death Adder. A few hundred wood.
Thank
I'll
you.
give to you.
Oh crap.
Jess, who are you on order?
Same here.
Mm,
More, give me more dust. I need the dust. 7 dust. So I have, still need more.
Yeah, I think I've seen you before.
well, I mean, we play with Jess Doran.
Yeah, that's different dude.
Yeah, but it'd be like Ja. But I do have to give it to Ja. He makes good maps.
Any more stone? More dust. So dust is going to play a very important role in this next patch. Basically, all the crafting requires dust. To get dust
Is
in the
anybody
first
getting
place
snowed in,
is
pounded by that snow?
Nope.
you don't get a lot when you first start off.
Just
You can
light dark
tell from my
getting hammered.
disciplines on this one. Like I don't have anything. So the first thing you want to do when you get in, if you're a new player, go into exploration and work your way to the dust, the slag,
Well,
and
I have
these
it
here.
this too, right? This
Also
helps
work
you
for
get
this as well.
meat.
This is your survival. Allows you to get apples. Apples required for food. Um, and then you can work to the here,
Oh, tethered. Nice.
and this allows you to. It gives you recipes. After you do that, also if you want to do crafting, uh, here's crafting. So you want to do at least one. Pick the one you want. I think this one's almost done for me. 9 minutes, and then
Okay.
pick that another one after that. So fully unlock it. Once you fully unlock it, and you've done what I said for the exploration, then you go into like your blacksmithing. Come down here, make these first. Need these two. So that way you can start making weapons. You're not gonna have like this will take a couple
Who's
days
that?
for you to fully unlock everything.
Oh, Medicaid. Is that Jaster?
Another thing is you want to make these potions the basic plethora of dust.
Oh, if I happen to find it.
These give you
Nah, man,
increased chance
I
of
don't wanna
getting
raid. I'm just fucking afraid.
dust. So it's going to be very vital that you do these right at the beginning, or else it'll make yourself more difficult to do. There's also a ethereal sight one as well. Minor discipline, but I believe one of the guys was telling me it's here. Ethereal sight. So you want to make this too. It gives you more increased chances to get plethora dust.
God, wood elves are so fast.
What else? So just keep making these potions. Now it takes a little bit longer to make stuff now. I don't know if that will change, but currently the crafting time it was put to normal on the 5.4. It's fast forward. So I think my blacksmithing's I can almost start training it. I got like 6 minutes left. After that, I'll go into this tree and then go down here so I can start making better weapons and armor. I'm also going to be training wood crafting afterwards for here. If you go exploration, so when you first start the game and you don't have anything in your skill tree, you want to go exploration basics, and if you want to be a crafter or combat, it's up to you, but if you want to go crafting, you can get like the basic recipes. So you do this, 4 pips each one, move to the next, fully unlock this. This will unlock for the next tree, and then you'll want to come down here. Same if you're going to do woodworking, same thing. After you unlock these ones, then you'll start working on the experimentation, and then after that you'll do the success rate. So that's what you want to do first, and the reason is experimentation points. They increase the chance of you getting a higher percentage on either damage or like statistics on your weapons, like crit chance, crit damage.
Nice.
So you want experimentation points first, and then work on the
Good luck, man.
success
Have
rate.
at it.
So right now I'm playing the high elf. So with these guys is their movement skill has a chance of refreshing. So like normally it's you would do two evades or two dodge moves, wait 5 seconds, get the next one. But with these guys, it can be sometimes 2, it can sometimes be 3, other times it could be up to like 10 times. I think my highest I've done is 10. What else? So another thing you can be doing as well is on your disciplines here, depending on what you're hitting. So if you're doing like cutting down trees, you want to go logger. If you're doing any type of mining on slag, you want to do miner. Survivalist allows you to do double the damage each hit as when you push this skill here. And it has, if you're doing against like trees and stuff, it'll give you like a better chance for food. So you'll also use this for skinning. And then that's what you'll do right at the beginning. So basically what you're seeing here is what you should be doing when you start the game.
Oh yeah. You trying to farm body parts from cats or like ghouls or whatever? Yeah, okay, yeah.
These are the dust right here, those little white orbs things. So it requires to make intermediate armor because there's no more basic armor as there is in 5.4. There's intermediate and it requires dust. The resources cells are easy to attain. It's just the dusts are a little bit more difficult. And we calculate it's about 100 dusts to fully get a weapon and intermediate armor. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you know, because some of you guys might be looking to get into the game, not sure if you want to buy it yet, and you kind of want to see what's going on. Or maybe you just bought the game and you've watched my stream before, but you don't really know what you want to do or what to do.
Yeah, I can see the animation graphic. Multiple trees inside each other.
So let's say you are,
Yeah, he's talking about like the monk cans and things like that, but you actually have to go farm the specials. And you
so
can
in the
find
way
like
of,
extra stomachs and
I
like
see.
that.
Okay, let's see how many dust I have now. 15, and I think I have 40, almost 40, 43. Okay, let's go find these guys. So right here, if you want to change your character, this is the crypt that they've been talking about on 5.5. This is not currently on 5.4. This is where you go and you change your class if you decide that you want to try something else. I've pretty much tried all the classes. I mostly main Assassin, Ranger, and the Knight. If you just go down there and you see that there's a little head on a stick, you go there and you like drink the poison kind of thing, and then I'll put you into the vessel selection screen where you can make your vessel. Now I'm hoping that instead of when we log into the game, we spawn at that rift. I'm hoping that they allow us to choose which vessel we would like to go on to, instead of just spawning in and then having to kill yourself and then choose one. It just seems to speed up the process. So I'm gonna try and go to the keep. I think I have enough to make a weapon, intermediate weapon, and I'll try making
So you don't have to wait to craft the
some
item.
of the immediate
Start
armor.
crafting it, close the window, and start running around. and then you can pick it up whenever you want.
'Cause I was out
Like
here
if you're
yesterday with
creating
Xpand.
a
Ah,
basic axe or whatever.
nice.
You know how they take it,
So
man.
now I have to re-explore everything. I wonder, can I put this? Ah, now can I put this here? Or this? No. So you can switch out your defensive ability if you want. So these big ice crystals is where they usually have all the monsters. It's either the Risen or it's the cats. If I highlight there, you see Risen Grunt on my screen.
You know what I'm talking about, Trev?
What's that?
You can start a craft with like say a basic tool, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
cooking. Close the window, you can run around, start crafting, and then next time you run out of stamina, you can pick it up. So that way, like every time you run out of stamina, just start a craft or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So this world is completely different than 5.4. It's a lot bigger and there's a lot more resources, a lot more places you can go to fight those Risen, and there's boars out here too, spiders. There's also wells within the world too, which are used for jewelry crafting. Now I'm trying to I want to get to the keep so I can at least make some of the armor and stuff. Let's see, did the blacksmithing finish? It had to. Yeah, okay, so go here. Must train 5 pips in blacksmithing basic. Come on. You didn't have to do that before. Fine, I'll start training you. Oh, grunt. So now you need to train 5 pips in order to advance to the next
Yeah, instead of having to get 50%, you just gotta get race to that 5 pips on that tool, right?
nah.
But already it lets you get there faster than having to do 50%.
Oh wait. Then I'll do so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there is a outpost, it looks like, over there. Yeah, there's an outpost. There looks like another one in the distance there. What outpost is this? Quarry? There's the spiders are down there. What's that? Someone's body? Let's see. I'll put this here.
How much stuff you got now?
43. So let's see if I can make it down there without dying.
Yo,
Oh, hello.
so
What's up?
Not snow, I know that.
yeah,
Oh.
it's definitely not. I can't tell if it wants to snow here or
Oh,
not tonight. Like it's like a combination of snow and
it
rain.
missed me.
More rain than it is snow.
Oh no.
You guys
Retaliate.
crafting stuff, PvPing, God knows what, testing stuff.
Farming dust.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Whoa! Dust, you say? Wow, we're on a new echelon of excitement here.
What happened? Am I just frozen? Or do y'all freeze?
You.
You might have been just you.
That's awesome.
Come on. Ah.
Well, okay, I'm gonna let it
Oh shit.
unscrew itself here.
Slowed and dizzy. Don't be chasing me. Oh no. Shit. Evasive maneuvers. I need advanced armor to fight these too. The question is, how do I get out of here? I wonder if Spider Queen's down here. What's this? Tavern night. Some more spiders. There we go. Exit. Don't kill me. Ooh, what's here? Nothing. Heh 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 heh. You can't kill me. Okay. This is where I came. Let's go this way. So I kind of ran around in a big circle. Now, I'm trying to remember where the fort was. Oh, there's a keep. There's a keep there. It's either a keep or it's a stronghold, but it looks like a keep to me. And it's owned by us too. So this must be ours. Barbados. Huh? I don't know, someone from Barbados wants to call me up in Canada. No, thank you. Huh? Okay, so first thing I'll make is maybe a weapon and then parts of my armor. Or I might just make the armor and then make the weapon, this chest piece. So now everything to craft requires dust now. Ethereal dust. So I don't know if in 5.5 they'll wipe everything and then we'll have to start from fresh. I don't know. I kind of hope they don't. Same with the skill tree. I don't know if they're going to wipe that. I hope they don't as well. Who's that? It's one of us, I think. Medicaid. Okay, so immediate armor benches here. Interact. So I need blacksmithing, intermediate chest, because chest is the most important, so I need ethereal dust, 2 leather sheets, and ore. So I'll go to ore. Now this is obviously when I pop this up, it will not be like this on live. This is just for our testing purposes only. Oh, there we go. No, I didn't need this. I need animal and leather and leather sheets. slot assembly. So you want to work, if you're making this, you just want to get the legendary because it gives you better stats. There you go. So you can see 1 pip.
How's work like?
Hmm.
Slight dark still here?
Do it again.
Yeah, I'm still here. Just
Success.
a lot of they keep putting jobs in our queue, so it's just a lot of like I don't think we've been back to the yard in like since what time is it now? Almost 9. Yeah, we haven't been back to the yard since like I got there, which was like
I'll trade you jobs. Anybody from Sweden or the Netherlands? Might be out there soon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad. What are you complaining for?
The fact that I'll like probably not live in any one place more than a month for a year or two. It's gonna be great.
Well, then you get to check out all the places that you can move to later,
Yeah, I guess.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've already decided I'm investing in a good laptop and a good Wi-Fi or good air card for my Wi-Fi or not Wi-Fi but cell connection for my computer. Like that is gonna be paramount. But like, I don't care if it's $100 a month for an air card. Like, just the fact that I don't have to every time I go somewhere be like, how do I hook up the Wi-Fi in this crapo?
So I made the armor, chest plate's the most important one to make right away.
Cell service has gotten so good these days. You can play just about anything off cell service. I was telling him, it's like I'll probably end up in Canada for a while too. We'll see. Yeah, I think right now the big ones are like the Netherlands area,
what is this
and
for?
then
Like,
Italy
this for like
for
internet?
work. Yeah.
Okay, for work or
Oh,
an
yeah,
internet?
yeah, works like, hey, we're gonna kind of a promotion, but I don't really get paid anymore other than per diem for travel. So it's like, yeah, I know you've only been here for like less than a year, but we're gonna move you again. I did too good at my job.
That's all right. Like think of all the traveling you get to do.
I get to do, but
Yeah.
my wife doesn't.
Well, why don't you just bring her along?
I will, but you know, she's got a job too, you know.
Get her to be a housewife and she can travel while you work.
I've already tried that. She went insane and took it out on me. I was like,
only,
you need,
only partially insane. She's just like,
yeah,
why would you do this to me? It's just
yeah,
like I thought it was a good idea. Guess not.
she's bored out of
My
her
bad.
mind. She's so bored.
Well, that's US, but not go to Europe. You won't get her like in one spot. Will want to be every day somewhere else.
Oh, that's also part of the problem. It's like, quit shopping, lady.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, especially if you go to Europe.
Especially if she's into clothing and shoes. Europe, you break the bank compared to US and Canada prices.
I had cost of living adjustments, so I don't care.
Oh, then who cares,
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, stuff.
You go across the border to Germany and you buy a damn good car. So that was a adjustment, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get to drive as fast as you want.
Fast isn't so fast, you know. It's like airplanes are a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, trust me. There's no car that's done some stuff. Yeah, you ever broken a sound barrier? I have.
I broken the sound barrier.
Yeah, you probably have. You're in the aviation industry, yeah. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it was still there. So I noticed like the graphics on some of the dubers go away, but then if you run over them, they're still there.
Damn it.
So just throwing it out there.
Okay, so I'll make. Was this requires 10? Ha ha ha. I laugh it in your face. How much shield? 15. How much for boots? Okay, so
I put my dust in a spirit bank because there are people out killing people. Just so
basic
you know.
one-handed axe. They can try.
Let me know when you get to like 110. 'Cause I'm already at like 100 and something.
I already made the chess piece.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, man, 2 steps ahead of you. Because the chess piece is the most important thing.
I don't even have a weapon yet.
And I'm making my weapon.
Tisk, tisk,
I
tisk,
hate.
tisk.
Yeah.
Damn
That's how it
it!
works.
Putting you out in
How
the
many
hangar.
dust do you
Clothesline
have?
to drive.
I have like 120.
Oh, you
That's
need to complete that.
that should be enough for you to make your weapon. Wait, how does this one,
But I'm not a blacksmith.
my poor quality, has more damage than my
Remember?
one-handed epic one? That doesn't make sense. Oh wait, one-handed. Did I make this one yesterday? I can't remember. Wait, why is it? What's with my armor? I look like a genie.
Oh, because you're blue? Or purplish blue? Yeah.
Well, like the armor is blue and yellow, so I look like I just hopped
Oh,
off a
that's kind
magic
of cool.
carpet.
If they give a pack mules a magic carpet, that'd be cool. Yeah, man, I see it. They're eventually gonna have to come out with cash shops for something. You know, even if it's just cosmetic stuff, you know, they're gonna have to start coming out with stuff.
What's that? What's that?
I'm
So,
completely okay with that. That's like how like Dota and all that stuff is. It does nothing for you. It's just all cosmetic costume stuff.
As long as it's cosmetics, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
is it this one? No.
I don't care. I have a budget just for video games, so
$50 a month.
no.
That's not it.
I'm just curious because
Da-da-da.
I know you used to buy gift cards, right? And those had to
Yeah.
last you for.
Well, I had to do that
Oh wait,
because
maybe
if I don't,
I can make the
like if I
advanced
wire my account
intermediate
into
harvesting one.
my bank, it's all that.
It's all over. It's gonna be like, where's the money going? See, well, you see.
Yeah. Yeah. So I made
Two out
myself. I was
there.
like, you know what? Just go to the store and buy a card. I can do that once a month because that was a self control thing, not like
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might even do that myself.
I was like, never ever again will I link my bank account to a game.
Wait, the Scrollfall it's free alpha, right? So we only
Yeah.
spent $749.
Swipe every time you get mad. It's like, all right, I'm done.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about crafting issues.
Oh man.
I
Um,
made the list, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just go buy more accounts.
Yeah, because Trevor's account yesterday was 300 US dollars. Mine was 200 US dollars, and then
Mm.
his the other one was 70 US dollars. So converting it to
And what's this?
Canadian, and you're broke.
And you're broke. I don't know. I spent the least in Arcade and get the most stuff out of it. And everybody was swiping left and right. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, chill, like relax.
I
There's a better way of doing that.
I never bought anything in Arcade. I didn't even farm.
Just
I mean, yeah,
stole
for
it.
both of us.
You just didn't you just steal everybody's stuff? Like,
That
Yes,
was it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, we were pretty trolled.
I don't know. Were you more trolled than my family?
Oh, you
I
mean like dragging tree monsters into carts and stealing all their shit? Sure, why not? It's like I don't care if you're on my faction. I'm taking your shit.
I used to stay in stealth with my archer and wait for those guys to jump off, and then use the gliders, and then I'd shoot them down and watch them fall to their death.
Oh,
Yeah.
those were. I remember doing that. That was fun.
Remember Tim,
Tim.
the mini kraken?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
They're like, I stole your boat. I can't kill it fast enough. Oh, I'll take it to an NPC and let him kill it, and then loot all his shit because I can tank him for a little bit. It was pretty bad. We didn't care what. Same faction, enemy faction, pirates. It was like, yeah.
Be cool if we could do this on this one as well.
Oh, are you kidding? How many people we killed with Boris?
Yeah, but this time like actually flag up on them.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just, hey dude, body collision's a motherfucker. Pigs on one side of you, the five of us are on the other. The pig's just gonna sit there and headbutt you, and we're gonna take your stuff because you're being a doober thief.
We should do a shield
Yeah.
wall around the guy.
my favorite's still the dude I locked in the house for an entire day. You want to steal dupers? I have no problem AFKing here overnight. Good luck playing the game. He switched to Guinea after that. Yeah, I was not having it. It's like,
Nice 200 damage. And
Oh man, the temptation to go play Rock Desert is
shut your
waning.
mouth. Shut your mouth. Go check yourself in the cycle.
I was talking to Leshel, and he was telling us like, yeah, we're all playing Black Desert. Again. That is the definition of madness. You say I'm crazy? Come on.
It's like the show hole for games. It's like everything sucks.
I think that's an insult to show holes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the reason why things like League and Dota do so well.
Because just it profits off of human misery.
Uh, just because it's consistent and other games are not.
Mm-hmm.
it's consistently, you don't have to grind PvE. It's like just log in, PvP for an hour, and log off. It's like I was never a fan of MOBAs until I got tired of the grind, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play for a week straight and then judge it. And I started getting good at it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's why I started playing like Battle Rate and stuff like that. I actually still go back and play that game because I think it's a really good game. PvP arena game.
yeah, it's like, yeah, I played them all. Like I did League, I played Smite, I did some Dota, and I was just like,
Did you ever play Dongate?
I may have, I don't know.
It's the one that was being published by EA, which is probably the worst idea they could probably do, but they,
EA just needs to stick to Madden
yeah.
and just putting different skins over the same game for 15 years straight.
And bring out Sims expansion even though the game's like done.
Yeah, just bring out more Sims games, because
Yeah, it's like I don't think they've made a new game in 15 years.
yeah, no, they're about to make a MOBA, and they literally, the developer team had like less than a month to like implement their rank system like in the game itself, and not like you'd have to go like around the clock doing it. But ended up cutting the plug on them, and they're just like, yeah, so you're not actually making the projected revenue that we expect you to make, because compared to like League and Dota or something like that, it's like you're looking at the chart before the game even has a chance to launch. Like have it launch, and then you can decide if you want to cut the plug, not before. Yeah, so they ended up cutting it, and they refunded everybody all their money back.
Better to lose some money than have a failed game.
Hmm.
Xped, you remember me trying to play Dota, right?
A little bit. I mean, it's one of the games you gotta play it for a week or two straight, like every day. There's just such a bad, like any MOBA like that. There's a learning curve on the skills.
Steep one too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it's steep. It's just like you have. It's a paper rock scissors. MOBAs are just paper rock scissors. You know, it's like this guy picks this one character, you have to play one of these other characters to counter him, or else he's gonna just wreck you.
Yep, you're always gonna wreck your team or something like that.
Yeah, and that's why I usually play supports, because most people don't like to play supports, and it's like, well, I can always guarantee my team will have a support, and it's pretty much a guaranteed win at that point. Yeah, it's like I always play characters that are really good early game and have a lot of good support utility stuff.
Just kind of snowball with the
Oh, no wonder I'm
Yeah.
like, what the heck's going on? Why is my
Yeah.
taking so long to hit the damn
So
rock?
it's always like that. It's like the blink, teleport in, throw down on the AOE crowd control, and by that point,
It's
all
because
those
the
carries
friggin' ping's
shove you in
2000.
the fucking rock face.
Oh my god.
You know, and what is it? Lag.
I feel like I'm playing on the old 56K. Friggin' dial up, man.
Like 32 and like 5 and like 33, and it was like the 20-minute mark. So I just told them like, go just kill everyone. And
It's
just,
like trying to watch a movie that's buffering.
getting a high score by the time
It's
the game was over.
painful. Come on. Man, this is like trying to watch a movie that's been buffering.
Yeah.
It's what it feels. It's so frustrating.
Be like, did Unity patch again? Yeah.
Probably.
It's like, I didn't even realize you. I didn't think Unity
Yeah,
was like
man,
a as
no
well as
problem.
Engine.
So they got this cartwheel. So this one, it actually has a chance to refresh itself. So like your normal cartwheel or dodge, it's two like
The only
this.
thing I've seen Unity used
Wait,
for is like digital board
sorry,
games,
it's lagging. It's two of these together,
like
like another
board
one,
games and things of
and
that
then it
sort.
freezes for
But yeah,
5 seconds, and then it'll do it
that's what
again.
it's used for.
With this class is you're able to do it over and over and over again. It's like RNG. So sometimes you only get two, sometimes you get three, sometimes you get 10. I would show you, but the ping's really, really high. They also, they got, no, not this. K, there you go. They also have a humiliate
Hi, did you get in the
buff.
dust yet?
She went upstairs. Uh,
Oh, just so you're
mock
saying
an
there's
enemy,
like
increasing
the
their final
foundation, huh?
power cost multiplier by 15%. So that means that when you cast this on them, it costs 15% more for them to cast their skills. Like, so if it's stamina based or if it's energy based or mana based, it'll cost them more. So actually, this is pretty good because um, like certain skills will actually, if I do this, just this one, look at my energy go all the way down. So if you were to have the 15%, it'd go even more. Uh, the shield stun, and let's say shield glare. So that's, and then in order to replenish, you push 5, and it'll go back up quicker. They also have different these stats as well. Um, you would have to look on the website the differences between them. I think that's it so far. Okay, now it calmed down at least the ping a little bit. So, sorry, this one. It's 4, 5, 6. See, I just did 6. Normally you'd only do 2. I haven't really had a chance to fight anyone yet. Um, Actually, no, I did yesterday. I fought an Elkin. Pretty much rocked his pants. He didn't really last long. But I also have a little bit better gear than he does right now. Or the guy from yesterday. So now, a big difference between 5.4 and 5.5 is it requires dust now. So if you want to make intermediate armor or like intermediate weapons, it requires dust. So it's about 20 or 10 to 20 depending on what weapon. It will cost about 25 for the chest piece and then 20 for the rest. And then if I were to get a shield, it's 15. So you gotta run, there's a potion you gotta run. See, right now I have 19, so I could probably make another. So if I go to basic ritual, so the first thing you'll make if you're brand new to the game, once this comes out, you'll make this base ethereal sight. It's a minor discipline, so it increases basically the plethora of dust. Um, and then you'll go basic alchemy. You'll make this potion. Oh, I put on my knotwood and my spirit bank. So you'll make this potion here.
What are you doing now? You still crafting?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Now I'm just gathering more.
Well, here, I'll give you everything I got. Craft yourself out because you're the tank. Um, and we can maybe go do stuff like the queen, spider, and stuff like that.
Do you know
Here,
where
let me
that
grab.
queen is?
Probably at the end tunnel where the spiders are.
So I got an armor and a weapon. I'm gonna make either the shield or the helmet right now. So you gotta make these potions. These are very crucial when once this comes out to 5.5. I don't know if they're wiping the spirit bank, and I don't know if they're wiping out the skills. I hope they don't wipe. I don't mind if they do the spirit bank, but I don't want them to do the skills because it took us a lot of time to get to that point, and to basically start over again.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the thing here. Let me trade you this.
Yeah.
Obviously we're probably
Make yourself a chest piece at least.
for advanced. Are you doing advanced or intermediate?
Intermediate?
Oh, okay. Oh,
I can't make any of the advanced stuff yet. I have to get 5 pimps and then to get to the next one.
oh, good.
Did you want a chest piece at least? See, look, I look like I'm from Aladdin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a genie.
Well, gear yourself up first. I mean, I would almost say just not waste the dust and wait till tomorrow because you should be able to unlock it tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, then I'll put
Yeah,
this in my spirit bank.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to test out how much damage this assassin could do with like, some high quality daggers like on
What
That
you
one
should
went pretty
do
far.
is
We'll see.
measure it with the crappiest stuff you got. That'll tell you the true damage and scaling.
I mean, I think I do somewhere around the lines of, I don't know, 700 to like 1200.
Yeah. If you use crappy weapons, the spread on your crits is less, and it'll give you a better picture of the true, like what's hitting for the most kind of thing.
I think what I noticed was the poisons and the
So right now, Xspade, he's playing as a cleric.
kidney shot backstab combo.
So they're like a healing class,
If I stun
similar
them,
to like a paladin.
I can get like 2 hits in. And
Skaki's playing as a druid.
drop somebody. That's it.
They're a mix between a healer and a damage dealer. So they gotta switch back because they have a thing called like essence. So as the essence builds up, they'll start damaging if she does too much healing. So she'll start damaging herself, and then she'll have to switch.
So did you accept the package online already?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Does you need apples? Sure.
Yeah, I'm almost out of meat.
So I gotta do that first, right?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus,
That should be enough, right?
I think so. I don't think I ever had that much on the regular one.
This is my genie trick.
Is this because it has a lot of? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Um, can you invite just store in a group?
Is this tree dead?
No.
Oh. Come on, stamina. The genie tree. Okay, I need to make more axes then. So you have any more questions, Daneru? If I said that right, I don't know. Sometimes these guys' names are so hard to pronounce. It just keeps respawning?
It's on the same timer, but so it's like they said, it's like 20 or 30 trees inside each other. So in a minute, like about the same amount of time it would. Yeah.
You want me to go logger? That was weird. Did like a front flip with a hit with an axe. Where the heck did that thing go? There it was. Hiding. How many dust? I need one more and I'll switch to logging. Sorry. So right now we're just trying to gather a lot of the dust required for probably advanced armor and stuff like that. It requires it for all the intermediate weapons. Tomorrow I should be able to start crafting some blacksmithing and maybe some woodworking. So right now I'm just making the axis in order to chop down the trees. I'm gonna get one more other ethereal dust, switch the discipline from quarryman to logger. Okay, I'll switch quarryman out. I'll put on a logger. So you go here, major harvesting, logger. Put 2 of these with 1 ore.
You're froze. I'm gonna have to go update all my drivers or something. Just start doing that on test. I don't know if it's
There you
test
go.
or what.
Then we'll put the passive thing in, like this. Blind them. So I stood in front of that when it wanted to charge you,
Mm-hmm.
and it blocked them from leaping.
That's good, right?
It's pretty cool. Now I want to check something. If I use a legendary ore and try to make the quarry, what will it give me? So I'm going to do it right now. Okay. Do it again. We'll make the logging. Should have done that
Hey guys.
first, but
Hi.
this with, wait, spirit bank,
Alright.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
logger.
I was going to
What?
go and show Spider Canyon and then see if I could uncover some of the map to kind of give people an idea how it's going to be laid out.
See, I got
Yeah, Spider Canyon. You wanna grab that?
0.125 more. Survivalist. I don't think it'll do anything for that. Destroy it and we'll add it. We'll go to K, push K to bring up this, put this here. There we go. Let's see if this does anything. I made my disciplines out of the legendary ore.
Yeah, me too. Hey man, Jess, we're not too far from the spider area. If you want to come to us, we can meet up and then go there.
This sounds good.
I can come for about a half hour or so, probably.
You logging out at 10?
Ish, maybe 10:30.
Okay, sounds good. Might do the same.
Has it a huge difference or what?
But we got unlimited legendary ore.
So the reason I'm using the survivalist is when I use that skill, it does double the damage. So you see I'm only hitting for regular 87, 85, 87. When you use this skill, it also gives increased chance of getting apples and stuff like that too, and grubs and bloodworms. So you see if I, come on, there we go. So if I hit this skill, my damage goes up to 173. And it gives an increased chance of getting food. And then those critical hits there, you want to hit those as much as possible. These orange apples that just dropped, they give more food, but you use them for attacking keeps and stuff. Ah, that didn't stop it that time. You almost died.
No,
You almost did.
no, I didn't.
Oh, are you kidding me? 4 pips again. Hit the tree for 173. Now, the better the pick or axe that you have, the actual more damage you get. And as you further progress into the game, the better the pick. They actually have stats you can get on them that says like increase the basically chance of getting higher tier resources. Because normally you'll just get like whites, greens, and then once you start damaging higher level tier trees is like rank 1. Once you start doing like rank 7, they'll start doing greens and blues.
I still don't
Once you
like
go
the
to
different
9, 10, they drop the purples and legendary.
Unless you want to do wood instead.
Nah, I like stone actually. I can do wood too if you want me to. We can do both.
So as you can see, it requires stamina to chop. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Ain't gonna bite. Oh yeah, there's tons of PvP. That's basically what the end game is. It's just strictly. So how it works is, right now, if this was on the live server, so we're currently on the test server, there is also a live server, but it's not this particular patch. This is the newest one. So we're just testing out to see what's different and then showing you guys that are watching what you guys will have to do once this goes to the next to the live server. So basically, the way this game works is you have crafters, you have exploration, and you have, which is like harvesting, which I'm doing, and you have PvP. Uh, if I go to the skill tree here, you can see. So when you have the VIP status, you'll be able to train two at once. And what that means is you can drill one into class basics. So you can see here, this is how the like tier one, and it'll say like crit chance. It'll increase the actual percentages of your actual character or race that you're using. So like because I'm using um, a a knight, so I'm going up here. On the other server, I play as a ranger assassin, and I started to branch off into knight as well.
Jester's almost here. I'm gonna pick him
So
up.
like here, you can see there's more
I'm gonna
armor
do some
class. So there's like elemental armor, um, uh, like bonus to your actual character, physical armor bonus. So it's like you go through the tiers, and then once you get fully tiered, you go to the next one, which is knights. Now, right now, this is all sped up for us, so we can actually go through this and find out like
Are you running
bugs
away from me?
and stuff that's not working
I was
properly.
talking, I got distracted.
Um, so that's how this works right now. So when this goes to like live or when this gets released, you'll have people that specifically want to do crafting because they can do two into the crafting. So they'll do their basics. Once they unlock 5 pips right now, what I do is previously how this worked was you'd have to get 50% complete in order to move to the next thing. So I have to get 50%
Why my
while
body is so
unlocking blacksmithing, and then that would unlock this, and
everything
then you do 50% for this, for example, and you'd go for the next one,
good.
Hmm?
Name it potions.
right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
like most of the resources you can get
so
from
now in
live servers
5.5, it requires
specifically.
you to fully unlock
Like you can
5
pick
of
up a lot.
these, doesn't matter which one, but 5 of them, and able to go to this now. So this is different. This wasn't like this before. So you'll have guys that specifically craft. You'll have guys that do the
What?
exploration,
Cats can spit now?
which is like all the gathering
That was cool.
resources for like trees, skinning, ores, stone, necromancy, which you can build vessels. A vessel is basically my actual character itself. So this is called a vessel, and you can actually make better vessels with better stats on them. So if I go here, this is, let's say, right now it shows as epic because this is how they have it set up. But in general, you would have like a low tier, uh, poor quality vessel, and then you'd have necromancy. It's like a crafting discipline or crafting trade thing, and they would make better vessels. So then they can make. Um, actually, if these guys aren't leaving, I'm gonna quickly run to the keep. It's kind of far. Um, but they have like for your arms, they'll have like +9 to dex. They'll have like strength on your helm on the for the head and stuff like that. So you'll have people doing specific types of things. Um, and
Where do
even
we get down at without killing ourselves?
wait one sec. Uh, Lord Jas is Jas is another um, streamer, same with XPaid. Okay, so now, say for exploration, right? Now there's specific type of resources that have different stats on them. So what I mean by that is when you start crafting, like adding oak and something else, another type of wood, will give you like crit damage and crit chance,
I'm pretty sure that's
and
just a
then you'll
breach
use
crossing.
that material to make your armor and your weapons. So all your armor and your weapons can only be crafted, and each one you can specifically make for the build that you want to do. No, like, no other game does that currently
Skokie,
that I
can
know
you
of.
let me know?
Yeah. Where are you?
We are east of you.
So they're over here. Now, then for the combat tree. So this is what I'm going into because I PvP. They have for melee, great melee, just two-handed swords, or axes. Ranged, which is either the pistols or the bows. Also with the confessor book, so that's like a mage. This is for the druid. What else? Confessor. I think these are both confessor stuff. Then say one-handed range, you got the pistols. This is for the cleric. What's this? Scimitar. Oh, this is for druid, because they can equip different weapons. Each class can equip different weapons. So now how the PvP works is there's 3 factions in a campaign. And a campaign, like traditional MMOs that we've played before, it's like a game of Risk. So once one clan or one
Yeah, that game
particular,
right in this way is kind of fun,
uh,
but
or let's say player, uh, gets so far ahead that no one can kill him and that sort of stuff, or kill the guild, it ruins the fun, right?
X-Spade, can I have some apples?
A lot of people would say, "Oh, I wish I could just,
I
restart,
did. I,
but
I
with the
was
same
trying to cook
gear,
meat
with
and I
like
couldn't find a campfire.
where I'm playing like a different server where there's not that particular strong guild." Well, this is how campaigns work in this. So they either last 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. Currently, in these test environments and live environments, they only last 1 week and then they reset. So what's going to happen is when your guild that you're playing with, or if you're just playing by yourself or with friends, you'll choose a campaign you want to go into, and depending on the duration, they can last, like, you do 1 month, and then after that thing ends, you can go into a different campaign. So what's gonna what's gonna happen is you'll have, let's say you join a campaign and it's like so stacked on one side. Well, you only have to play in that particular campaign for 1 month, and then after that, you don't need to worry. You'll join another one, and it could be completely different. Maybe your side's stacked. So that's what's nice about it. Um, what else? Um, okay, so if, as you heard earlier, you probably heard Skokie. She was saying that she found someone's body with all this loot in it. So what happens is, if you die from either a PvE like this, if I died to this spider with no one here, and someone came by and basically saw whatever was in my inventory, like to see this little skull with a post on it, they can take what's in here. So that means that you can go out and you can look for players that have been harvesting stuff like this, and just go and slaughter them and take whatever they were doing for the last half an hour. The only thing you can't take is their armor and their weapons, or
is there a
anything
Skinner?
anything here. She went upstairs. I don't know what for though. So right now I'm playing a tank. Uh, they're actually, and here's the PvP in this. This one is not based on what gear you have. It's on your actual skill level. Now, once you get better gear, obviously, um, you'll do a lot better. But let's say I gave you brand new armor, the best armor I could make in this game, to you, and then I put on shitty armor. More than likely, I would be able to kill you, like, 9 out of 10 times. The reason is because there's disciplines in this game, and disciplines can make you either last 1 minute in PvP, or it can make you last like half an hour if you're doing like a 1 versus 1. Basically, you're trying to figure out what discipline works really well with your character. And what a discipline is, like a subclass. It has powers, it has skills. So like, for example, me and Xbade, on the other live server, I was playing a knight and he was playing a cleric. So he's like a paladin and I'm just like a knight. I don't have any healing skills. But there's disciplines that give healing. And there's disciplines that will say, particular on what type of weapon they're using. So if it's a slashing, a crushing, a piercing, there's disciplines that will actually basically reflect damage back, but also heal. So if the guy is hitting you with slashing damage or crushing damage, it will heal you. So you'll reflect damage back at them, and then and you also will heal off it. So usually, whatever type of damage they're doing, well, you'll actually heal for more than what they're hitting you for. Then you also have some that will give you a shield, like a invulnerability shield for 15 seconds, depending on what type of damage they're doing to you. So that's why I'm saying, even if I give you the best armor and you didn't know what disciplines or how to, or like what the player was using, you would most likely wouldn't be able to survive against a guy that's been playing this game for like a year or even for 2 months, because they'll be so much further ahead with testing disciplines, figuring out what works well and what doesn't. Because some of the disciplines for like assassins, when you look at them, they look really good on paper, and they look really good on like if you're thinking theory crafting wise. Oh, if I have stealth and I have this and this, I'll put a lot of bleeds on them. They won't be able to kill me. Well, that's not always the situation. If you build yourself like a glass cannon, you won't last as long. Sure, you might do a lot of damage, but that's not always the key thing. This is more about survivability, how to mitigate damage from yourself. So this will like if you're very good with figuring out class combination, or like what to use against certain classes, who to fight against, then you'll do a lot better than someone who just started.
Pretty cool. They hit a lot harder
Like
than
even for my
everybody.
guild, we have about 100 to 200 players that have purchased the game,
And everything, huh?
but we only have maybe about 20 people that constantly play right now. And some of them have already played before, but as this is progressing each patch, there's more and more stuff that's coming out, and they're coming out with stuff that like the previous patch will stay in there. So anything that you learn from there is relatively the same.
Get myself killed one of these days.
So that's why we've been telling our guild, no, get in now, because before this goes to beta, or like once there's a lot more people playing or getting closer to release, even if we provide you the best armor in the game, you would get slaughtered by the guys that have been, like, the clans that have been in here currently, basically testing everything out, how the crafting goes. Because I think I might have, I probably don't, but I had like stitched leather that gave like crit damage, crit chance. I had ones that give
Is it
attack power
how
and
much it's
support
killing you
power.
for? That heal song.
Uh, I'll watch and wait.
It should be going every 4 or 5 seconds.
It's about 40 to tick, a little bit less.
Okay. It's not too bad considering 3 people in group. It could be 120 a tick. If it was 6 people, it would be 250 a tick, which isn't.
So even there's like a lot of stuns. There's a lot of like knockdowns. There's like suppression where they can't really move. There's ones that like um, you can't use your skills. There's a lot of different things like slows. What is this? This thing's like jumping all over the place. There's like you can root people into place so they can't move. What's this thing? Top ruin fragment. Large venom sac.
You guys should let me loot one of these.
Alright, that's fine. Spider silk. So that's my pull. So if they try to run away, I can pull them. Same with other players. It's actually if you like set yourself up in a way where you can pull the player basically out of the fight, or you can like pull them into your group of player, like your own team. You'll it's all like situational awareness. A lot of tactics
Is there
are involved.
recipes for the spider silk that it goes in anything?
I have no clue.
Some of it says it's for sacrifice, some of it's for crafting. It'll say at the bottom of it what it's for.
So like even my energy starts to get drained when I use skills. So you can build even your disciplines and stuff like that. So like when you do damage on hit, it always regens that, so you never run out. You can do it in a way where if a player hits you, it will also uh, regen your energy. You're gonna do this one too? This one has something different than usual. So I can actually move around now and pull people.
Cool.
Before it would
Hit
just
stop before.
before yeah you had to stop.
I haven't really messed with knights, so I don't know
Huh?
much about how they work before.
Yeah, I know, I got one too. So even like blocking with your shield, if it see if it hits me. See, I get a damage bonus of 15%, so you can actually have this like fully charge up to like 70% and then use a skill. See, does it hit again? Yeah, 15.
Do you need to have a blacksmithing and stuff like that for these intermediate weapons?
Oh, we got another one here.
There's an intermediate workbench.
Is it in the keep or do I have to go?
In the keep.
I might switch my disciplines to PvP disciplines. Oh, that was cool. Splinters. Okay, let's change. See, do I have enough dust? Yes. So I'll go militant mage? No. Mudman. So I'll do a legendary ore. 2 ethereal dust. See, like healing, crushing, damage, heal over time. And then I'll do the pixie. Okay, so now I'll catch up with these guys. So I'll show you guys the what discipline I just got after I let's do a knockdown. 4, 4, and 4. Knock them both down. Oh, that one didn't get knocked down. We'll stun shield this. We'll hit 5 to get a shield and bring back our energy. This will cause a bleed on it. Okay, now shockwave, knock it down. Let's see here. Sacrifice item. Okay, so we got, this is the Mudman. This is a skill that blinds players. And we can put this one on. And then I'll get Pixie as well. So I hope that kind of answered your question, Sis. Okay, now I'll put the other one so I can heal. Give a better heal. So I'll put that one there. And debuff damage. So what this pixie does is actually increases the healing effect. So I can do it again and we'll get that buff. Do it here. 3.
Survive. See if we can do a res when you're done. Oh, we're getting another ad.
Oh no. The heck was that?
So you know you're using the wrong standard,
Shit.
right?
Using it wrong, everything.
So that one converts
Yeah, I
your
have.
damage to lightning instead of healing.
Yeah.
Now I gotta run. Oh no.
Button.
Shit, 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 shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm just recalling my body. I'm not running all the way.
Eh.
And it recalled the wrong vessel. Why am I a fucking horse?
Let's see if it does the same for me.
Yeah, totally wrong body.
See, you got
I
nothing
lost
here.
all
So if
my
you were to
shit
go
now.
back to,
Yeah, that's gone.
if you were to go back to my body, you'd actually get everything that
Oh,
was
that's
there.
my cue for the night.
It's so funny.
Why am I gotta report that one.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. Meteor armor, weapon components, metal billets. So you can only make these intermediate at the keeps and strongholds. Can I make anything here? No. Leatherworking. Let's see what else. Let's check my skill tree. Two hours. So I usually do like a little bit into each one, because you do actually get some bonuses if you like. If I didn't do it, see how 0, and then you go 1 pip, you'll get 0.6. It's still something, so it still counts for something. So I'll train this. This time is always accrued even if you're offline. Class basics, 2 hours. So we'll do 1 into stamina regen. We'll do 1 up here. We can go 2 pips. 1 pip into this. This is probably 3 hours. 1 hour and 51. We'll do 2. So I know on this one it requires both to go to here. Okay, and I'll continue training, putting time in. Always do this. So when you first log in the game, that's the first thing you should do. Then race. So I'll load this up more, just so I can get the stats. Better constitution equals more health. 2 minutes remaining. We'll put it in here. Train that up. Racial basics is done. Civilian is 2 hours. So we'll do one to intelligence. And one to year. One to dex. Beneficial.
Try logging out.
Harvest. Confirm this, so it's training. It's training both. Now let's check the exploration. We'll do, there we go. Now it unlocks the next portion. So we'll go 3 pips into this hopefully. I don't know if it will. Okay, 3, I need 1 more. So I'll put 1 into survival for the apples. And I'll just leave it like that for now. Continue training. Now I'll check the crafting. This one is, I'll train this one too. So by tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to do all these here. These 4 and I'll enable to lock to the
Did
next
you guys
tree.
all bank your spirit bank stuff from live
Huh?
server? Did you take all your weapons and
No,
armor
no,
off?
I should
Yeah,
probably do that.
yeah. Before you go to bed, do that because it resets at like noon tomorrow.
Okay, okay, so that's what I'll do now. I'll show
Yeah,
you
I'll
the
have to hop
other.
on to make sure that I put stuff in. I know my armor's still in there.
I'll show you the other server quickly.
Yeah, don't do that. I had people do that last campaign, and they're like, "Oh, those, yeah, everything you made me is gone. Can you make me another set?" I'm like, "No."
Okay, it's just loading up. I'll switch it over to the other one in a second. See, I might be able to show you the difference between February. See, like I died, so I took durability loss. Ooh, that was like 400. Jesus. Okay. Let's do. There we go. So this is the other live server. So you can see on this one, I have a lot more trained into. So train these. Shiverly, 2 days. So in this one,
I'm out. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
yeah, see you tomorrow. On this one, you want to get these, get to here, and then unlock all these 3 in order to get to that one. I don't know if I'll be able to unlock all 3 of them today. Probably not, no. But I'm still close. Okay, so that one's done. And then race, so I play Sylvian class. That's not it. Fairy, the elk. Because Faye's not out yet. So I had more stuff into this one than I did on the other one. So there we go. We'll train this. The other one's wood, no. The other ones must be in half elf. Yeah. Okay, so train this. Even each race has specific things that they specialize in. So the half elf, and I believe half elf and half giant, they specialize in necromancy. So I'd recommend doing that particular. If you want to do necromancy, go into the half elf and half giant if you're making stuff, or if you're trying to do the exploration. So in this one, I did crafting. So this is the pip points, so I will fully unlock these so that I can get more chances to make better gear or get better stats. Good. Then I'll come here. This is for making the success rate better. So the better success, the better stats you get, or higher the stats will be. So just train that one. If that doesn't work sometimes, like this won't work, you just click on the skill, train that way. And I think I went leatherworking, yeah. So I'll go through this tree now. Because this has all the recipes. Intermediate leatherworking. And then this is where you get advanced armor. And I'll fully unlock this one. So continue. Let's see, can I... One more. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And I'll go up here and start the experimentation. Oops. Experimentation points. I'll put one into this. There we go. So trained all those up. probably won't work. So I'll hit train on that. See, it didn't work, so I'll check, sorry, this one. Back to blacksmithing. So I'll have them both training now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, then I'll go into the worlds. And I'm going to transfer all my stuff over that I have in the spirit house before the server, or the campaign resets. If you don't do this, you will lose everything. So I recommend doing it. And then you could put everything, like let's say your spirit bank gets full, you put everything on your EK character.
How high does the water stack to? Did we ever find that out?
Sorry, what?
How big of a stack does the water stack in when you get it from the wells?
I think by 100. Yeah, they're gonna change everything to 100 stack. I asked them yesterday and they said they wrote it down and they said that they're gonna do it.
Well, that's awesome. It'll take up a lot
See,
less inventory space than the ones that
Yeah,
would only
right
stack as
now
20.
I'll show you.
I know, especially the
This is
part of
advanced armor plate. You
crafting
can see
armor. It's ridiculous. It
the
needs so much
resistances, so I increase
inventory
resistances on it to different
so they're gonna
damages.
fix everything.
Max hit
And
points, I
first
increase
it's like food price, right?
damage bonus for slashing, because I'm using a,
That's cool.
well,
Do we have any
I
idea
was
where
using a sword
any
before,
campfires are, or are they only in the game when you make them now?
so you can just see
Looks
quickly.
like you have to make them because we were trying to find them earlier. We couldn't.
And then I'll put all this in my spirit bank, which is surprisingly very full right now. Might have to go on my EK and transfer this. Okay, let's see here. 43. Pull these two out. So you can see I play a lot of different classes. Like that. This can go somewhere else. Let's check my stash quickly. We'll go to this stash. So if you capture strongholds, you can put this. You can see I have stuff in different strongholds. So whatever, if you kill a player and you get their stuff, you can transfer it. Don't care, these are low tier. This one, these are high tier. I'll transfer some food. Take these. This one's okay. There we go. So oh man, what else? I may have to pull this on my other. Copper, slag, copper. Okay, let's go on my EK quickly. So EK is like your own kingdom. You can invite anyone that you want into it. You can, if you have a whole bunch of friends, you can all build on the same EK if you want. If eventually you'll have guilds and stuff in it as well. Let's check. I'll go back on, quickly check the other. Okay, so now world's my own kingdom startup. So I made this for PvP the other day. We're just fighting each other. So you can make either for, or you can invite all your friends or your guild and you can all practice fighting each other in it. Okay, now let's pull some of this stuff out. Because I don't have the room. Now when you go in your personal EK, it does not take any of the, you can basically put whatever you want in here and take whatever out without any costs involved. When you go on the other one, there is a cost for taking stuff in and out. So you'll have like a certain maximum you can take out and put it into the campaign. So always be remind yourself to only take out what you need and what you want to put in. So this one is plate, one's chainmail. That's chainmail. It's plate. Okay, anything else? I'll pull all these out. Eventually they'll have chests in here and stuff like that. So you can sit all this stuff in without carrying it on you like I am right now. Did you transfer all your stuff over? I'll just fill up the inventory all the way. There we go. Switch back over. Okay, I'll be right back 1 second. I'll just go back on.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Good, good.
What game are you on?
Crowfall.
Nice. I'm just getting it in on some Fortnite right now. Getting better every day.
See, everyone's playing that game now.
Yeah, it's like really, really popular.
And your buddy Light Dark is working, so you can play with him.
You can see as I'm transferring
Yeah, once
stuff
he gets
over,
his PSN linked and I can run
the
him, it'll be better.
exports are getting lower and lower.
So then do it.
Alrighty, I'm actually about to be going to bed soon, so I was just stopping in to say hello.
Hey,
Hey, have a good night, man.
Yep, you
have
guys
a
have
good
a
night.
nice night as well.
I'm just transferring whatever I have left. Nothing that great, to be honest. Alright, so that's done. Now, okay. Skills are all done. Good. Come on, load. Cannot find an available server. So make one. See if it works again. If not, yeah. Okay. I'll just go on my other account quickly. There we go. Wow, that Trode guy has like 40,000 people watching him. Okay, start up this one.
a good night.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out too. And then I'll just show them the internal kingdom once it loads. Quickly do my skill tree. Yeah, so this is my internal kingdom. Now with my um, package that I have, it gave me 2 of these big houses and 2 of these cottages with a whole bunch of these walls and stuff. Oh, what the? So you can place them anywhere you want. Like this. You can loot these cottages. And I can make like a smaller wall. So let's say if they're breaking in, I could, let's say, get up top here and shoot down on them. So you can build your kind of castles and stuff any way you want to. Too steep. Oh yeah, I can see why it would be too steep. Again. So like if you had like a bunch of friends, you could actually put all your cottages and stuff here. Is this all glitched right now? Weird. Oh, what the? But yeah, basically you can make whatever you want, however you want. You can make this smaller, bigger. Oh, that's the opposite side. Yeah, I like this. And you can add another section on so it goes into the ground. Or you could probably do this. Maybe not. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna head out. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more tomorrow, as we start to go on 5.5, you're more than welcome to hit follow, and you'll get a notification uh, when I'm online and streaming. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Oh, fuck. Mhm.
Thank you for the